Welcome to Saitechinfo channel, my dear students. In this tutorial, we'll be discussing about interhalogen compounds. Types of interhalogen compounds: XX type, XX3 dash type, XX5, XX7. Here, X represents the larger halogen atom. X dash represents the smaller halogen atom. For instance, it can be that is BCl3, IF3, IF5, IF7 like that. So in IF7, iodine is the bigger halogen atom and F is the smaller halogen atom. So IF7. Okay. And regarding the preparation, so it can be prepared by direct combination, or it can also be prepared by combining with the lower interhalogen compounds. Then it is formed, the type of interhalogen compounds are formed depends on the reaction condition. For example, chlorine and fluorine, when they are mixed at equal volume at 437 Kelvin, we are able to get 2 moles of, that is chlorine fluoride. Similarly, Cl2 plus 3 moles of fluorine in excess at 573 Kelvin, we are able to get the chlorine trifluoride. And the equimolar mixture of iodine and chlorine gives ICl 2 moles. Then iodine with the excess of chlorine gives iodine trichloride. Similarly, when bromine water is dissolved with the fluorine in diluted with water, then we are able to get bromo trifluoride. And in excess of fluorine, bromine reacts and gave bromine pentafluoride. Then the properties of interhalogen compounds. Mainly, this CLF is a colorless gas, then BRF a pale brown gas. ICl, iodine monochloride, is a ruby red solid. The alpha form will be ruby red, but beta form will be brown red. IBr is black solid, I capital BR. Then, and XX3, they are of bent T-shaped structure generally. The chlorotrifluoride is a colorless gas, whereas a bromine trifluoride is yellow-green liquid and iodine trifluoride is yellow powder. Iodine trichloride is orange solid. XX5 types are square pyramidal. They have square pyramidal structure. IF5, for instance, it is a colorless gas, but below 77 Kelvin, it is a solid. Then bromine tetrafluoride is a colorless liquid. Similarly, chlorine tetrafluoride is also a colorless liquid. When we look at this IF7, it comes under XX7 category. It has the pentagonal bipyramidal structure. Iodine is a bigger atom compared to the fluorine. Then, when we look at the general features of interhalogen compounds, most of them are covalent molecules. They are diamagnetic. They are volatile solids or liquids, but except in the case of chlorine fluoride where it is a gas. It is more reactive than halogens generally, except fluorine. Structures are explained based on valency shell electron pair repulsion theory, shortly called Vesper theory. It is used as a non-aqueous solvents and is also a very good fluorinating agent, like in the case of chlorine trifluoride and bromine trifluoride. So this uranium is enriched by means of this chlorine trifluoride uranium 3 moles of chlorine trifluoride gives uranium hexafluoride and 3 moles of chlorine fluoride. So it is useful in the enrichment of uranium 235. Then when we look at the structure of BRF3, it is very interesting to elucidate the structure, to derive the structure of a bromine trifluoride. We know both of them have 7 electrons, valency electrons. So the total valency electrons of bromine trifluoride, that is a bromine has a 7, 3 atoms of fluorine means a 3 into 7 valency shell electrons, so totally 28. So 28, and we have to draw the basic skeleton structure. So BRF3 with the single bond. So 3 into 2, 6 electrons should be removed here. So 22. So we should account for 22. And the more electronegative atoms are fluorine. So we have allocated the 6 electrons for each fluorine. So 18 electrons are over. Balance 4 electrons are given as two lone pairs of electrons to bromine. So here it is almost having a trigonal bipyramidal structure because of the Vesper theory, that is there will be repulsion between the lone pair of electrons, and there will be a repulsion between lone pair and bonded pair. So among these, the repulsion between the lone pairs will be more. So according to Vesper theory, it may have a trigonal bipyramidal structure, but it may be little bit shifted from that, and it may also have a tentatively a T-shaped structure according to Vesper. Okay, right.